Hello everyone, welcome to our exploration of the Davos Assessment of Cognitive Biases Scale, or DACOBS. If you work in mental health, particularly with psychosis or cognitive therapy, this tool can be a game changer for how you understand your client's thinking patterns. For everyone else, this tool can help you get interesting insights about your own thinking. There is a saying, we do not see things as they are, we see them as we are. In psychology, we know our brains are wired with shortcuts, known as heuristics. Usually, these save time, but sometimes they are bugs in our mental software that lead us astray and may even lead to distress. These bugs in our mental software are known as cognitive biases. The DACOBS can be seen as a diagnostic tool for these bugs. It provides a standardized, valid, and reliable map of some of these distortions, especially tailored to understand the thinking patterns that can underlie cognitive phenomenon, including mental health challenges like psychosis. This session is divided into two parts. The first part covers the what. This is useful for everyone. We'll understand what the tool is and its properties. The second part covers the how. This is primarily for mental health students and professionals. In part 1, what is DACOBS, we'll first introduce the tool, then look at its theoretical foundations, history, and evolution. Then we'll understand the structure of the tool and its psychometric properties. So what exactly is the DACOBS? The DACOBS is a 42-item self-report questionnaire. Unlike an IQ test, which measures capacity, this measures process. It doesn't ask how smart are you. It asks how do you handle evidence. Specifically, it focuses on tendencies like jumping to conclusions without adequate evidence or thinking, or attributing events to external causes. Its core function is to quantify subjective cognitive problems. It captures the specific thinking styles like jumping to conclusions or blaming others that are often seen in psychosis, but also exist on a continuum in the general population. The format is a standard 1 to 7 Likert scale. Respondents rate how much they agree with statements ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree. DACOBS was developed by Mark van der Gaag and his colleagues in 2013, named after the Davos conference where the concepts were refined. It emerged from the cognitive turn in psychosis research. Therapists realized they needed to stop just looking at the content of delusions, such as the CIA is chasing me, and start measuring the processes that built that belief. DACOBS is deeply rooted in CBT for psychosis. The theory is that distinct cognitive biases are what maintain delusions. If we can measure them, we can treat them. Let's look at the architecture. The scale covers 3 major domains: cognitive biases, cognitive limitations, and safety behaviors. The 42 items of the scale map onto the 7 distinct subscales representing these 3 domains. Let's break down the first 4 subscales related to cognitive biases. These are the heavy hitters of cognitive distortion. First, jumping to conclusions. This is the tendency to make big decisions based on tiny scraps of evidence. Second, belief inflexibility. This is the stubbornness factor, a reluctance to update your opinion even when the facts change. Third, attention for threat. This is living with a radar that only pings for danger, ignoring safety. And fourth, external attribution. This is the tendency to consistently blame outside forces or other people when things go wrong, rather than looking inward. Cognitive limitation subscales. These subscales look at social and internal processing. Social cognition problems. This measures difficulty in reading the room, understanding social cues or the intentions of others. Subjective cognitive problems. This is the client's own perception that their thinking is foggy or their concentration is failing. Safety behaviors. These are the things we do to avoid anxiety, like avoiding eye contact or checking locks, which ironically keep anxiety alive. Psychometric properties. Is it reliable? The data says yes. The DACOBS scale with 7 independent subscales is reliable and valid for use in clinical practice and research. The internal consistency is excellent with Cronbach's alpha of 0.90, split half reliability of 0.92, and test-retest reliability of 0.86. In terms of validity, all factors independently explained variance and total explained variance was 45%. Crucially, it has discriminant validity. It can reliably tell the difference between a healthy control and someone experiencing psychosis. With this, we come to the end of part 1. I hope this session has given you a clear understanding of the psychometric tool. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments below. You can try this out yourself completely free of cost in our free psychometrics library. For your convenience, the link is in the description below. Please keep these instructions in mind while filling the questionnaire. These are important, so I'll read out verbatim. This inventory lists different attitudes or beliefs which people sometimes hold. Read each statement carefully and decide how much you agree or disagree with the statement. For each of the attitudes, choose the answer that best describes how you think. Because people are different, there is no right answer or wrong answer to these statements. To decide whether a given attitude is typical of your way of looking at things, simply keep in mind what you were like in the past 2 weeks. The questionnaire may take about 15 minutes to fill. Please fill it in a single sitting at a time when you can fill it with minimum disturbance and maximum focus. Thank you. Hope the findings in your results will help me improving your life.